did you take from the first game that you had the other night and how you were implementing it today as far as maybe some changes?
Yeah, I mean, I think we did a pretty good job with the time that we had, right? It's a quick turnaround to play games after just getting together and being a new group. But I thought we played well defensively and in offense on the transition side especially. So as we continue on with each other, we'll start to kind of create a little more intricacies in our offenses, have a little bit more sets, a little bit more flow. But we're just continuing to work on that today.
Do you feel like there's some sort of cohesiveness that's happening already with this team?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a little bit on the court and off the court. And getting to hang out with one another, getting to know each other. Some of us have played together in different spots, and a lot of us have had different experiences, but that's the big piece of it, right? On the court, knowing each other's tendencies is one thing, but knowing each other and kind of our personalities as well, so how to communicate with one another when things go good or when things aren't going good is a big piece of it as well, but I'm starting to feel that for sure. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun group.
You've been a part of a lot of transitional teams, obviously.
Oh, sure, yes.
Right, exactly, and clearly the Sky is going through that right now. Is there anything that sticks out with this group compared to what you've experienced with other teams?
Yeah, this is an older group that's in a veteran phase. If you went around the room, there's we've got quite a few players that have double-digit years in this league, right? And so usually when you're in a transitional phase, it's often a lot of young people all in one place. But what I like about this team is that we have that veteran experience on the floor and to be able to kind of speak and use our voices and help some of our younger players as they're kind of coming along. But it also makes it easier when it's a short training camp and you've got to learn offenses quickly and just being able to read and react. A lot of it's all the same, right? We all run the same things in this league. It's just a matter of the names change and the players that you're playing with. So it's nice to kind of have that almost a step forward from being as young as I've been on some of these transitional teams.
And what do you think about the young talent that is on this team? Angel, Camilla, even Haley coming in. What do you think?
I mean, sky's the limit. I love puns. Sky is the limit for them, right? I think the best part about it is that they are willing to learn. They're sponges. They soak it all in, and they get better every single day. And that's a big part of our league. Is the big difference is there's an accountability to yourself, and how good you want to be is a lot depending on how you come to the gym every single day, in the weight room every day, pre-practice, post-practice, and they do all those things, and they do those right little habits. And I hope that us as vets are continuing to exemplify those habits as well, so that as we continue to go through the season and it gets more tiring, or we go through these big stints of game off day, game off day, game off day, that we're kind of in those places. So on the court, talent's out the roof, so it's great.
What are some of those fun things that the team's already doing together?
We try to go to dinners when we can and hang out a little bit. We've been on the road once already, so we got to go onto the plane, onto the bus, kind of those little touch points that you have. And then obviously pre-practice right now, as training camp starts to kind of dwindle down in numbers, you'll get even more touch points. But we're often kind of around each other. We got, food here in the meal rooms and stuff like that. So most of us live near each other, so it's pretty fun.
How much does that help actually when you get on the court?
Huge. It's just an understanding of one another, right? And ultimately, you play better when you're cheering for each other and you're cheering for what that other person is doing. It could be a little thing. There's only one ball, so only one person scoring every single possession. But the person who makes the proper pass, the person who makes the great screen, the person who makes the right read, being able to celebrate that with one another, that makes the difference. And then the ball moves, whoever scores at that point. But it's like a hockey assist, right? The person that passes to the pass is the one that makes it happen. The more we can understand that, the more we can cheer for each other, the better it is.
And Kia, you were one of the Sky's leading scorers in the Sky's first preseason game. Is that a role that you're looking forward to embracing as the season goes on?
Yeah, Coach Tyler has told me to let it fly when I'm open. And I will love to do that, no problem. The three ball is kind of what I'm supposed to do around here. And so just getting out in transition, I feel the best that I've felt since my ACL injury. And so it's been nice to kind of be here and be free-flowing and be with a great group of girls who, we cheer for one another, we get out with one another. And so, yeah, I think it's a place and a role that I can kind of step into. Space the floor. We got some bigs in there. I got to space the floor.
When you've had that veteran experience, you're not only helping the younger players, but you also have a rookie head coach. What are things that you guys can help Tyler Marsh in his first year as a head coach?
I think it's just communication, right? And understanding one another, understanding each coach that I've played for is different. They all respond differently. They all challenge you in different ways. And they have to understand that each of us are challenged. I like to be yelled at, right? If I'm not doing something well, just tell me straight up that I'm not doing it well. I'm okay with that. But not everybody responds to that type of criticism. And so just being in good communication with him in terms of, this is how I respond to things. This is how I think this person responds to things after having conversations with them. But he's been around the league a long time. He's been around basketball a long time, right? And so some of it's just an understanding of which player likes what situations. I like threes, right? So you want to put me in more positions where I can kind of space out the floor. We want to get our bigs in positions where they can be Camilla right at the rim, right? Turn around and knock down a layup for us. And so just being able to put them in those places and being able to communicate with him has been great. Just saying, I think she's great in this. Yeah, we can find something to do that.
What identity are you seeing out of this team so far? I know it's only been one preseason game, but what's kind of the identity that Marsh is wanting to push for you guys for this season?
Gritty with an edge, right? We want to play fast, we want to play with pace, but we want to play under control at the same time. I think having a point guard like Sloot is great for that, and just being able to help pace the floor. But being gritty and being edgy, being the more physical team. Like, we want people to feel like, damn, we got to play Chicago today, because that means we're doing our job.
What was it like for him to put you in the starting lineup right away?
What was it like for me?
Yeah.
I've been in the starting lineup in most of the teams I played on, so I was like, you know what? Okay, do your job, set the tone.
And Kia, Summertime Shy is coming. What is something that you're really looking forward to explore in Chicago?
This is what I've been told it's coming, but it's been cold in the morning.
It's coming, it's
And
coming.
I'm walking the dog in sweaters. But I think I would like to go into the city and just walk along like the lake shore. That's like, I'm a pretty chill. Put me in nature, give me my dog, and I'm pretty happy. I do need to see the Bean because I've never seen the Bean and I've been here a million times. So,
Yeah, you have to.
and I gotta go downtown to the Aritzia flagship store because I love myself some Aritzia.
Awesome. Thank you.